I feel uncertain about my future, I'd say. Yeah.
It's scary but exciting. It's weird because I really don't know what's going to happen, but I guess at the same time that's quite an exciting thing because so much could happen.
The closer I come to the end of education, the more uncertain I feel about it.
I don't really, I guess, know where I'm headed. Like, I kind of like to think I do, but at the same time, like, you eventually get older, you realise there's a lot more obstacles in your way than you initially thought.
I'm scared about not having enough money to move out, especially with the industry that I want to go into. It's a while before you can earn any money as a writer or in the film industry. It's like I'm really worried that I'll have to work another job and not be able to focus on that career, and I won't be able to move out.
It's just a bit scary. Like, it's just hard nowadays to like get a job, and like everything is like more expensive, so like you need a decent job as well. A few years ago, I mean, some people do it now, but like you could kind of get by just having a job in a pub. Like, it would like be enough for you or whatever, just like a small job like that. Whereas like now, I feel like you need more in order to have kind of like a decent like living situation.
I fear that we're going to get bombed and we're all going to die in a couple of years because Trump is in power and Theresa May is in power and Brexit is happening, and it's very, very scary to be a part of that and to witness it.
My fears are that there's not enough stuff for everyone, there's not enough jobs for everyone, there's not enough housing for everyone, because it's so competitive now in every single field to be able just to live comfortably.
There are a lot of empty houses and a lot of people without houses, and because we've got like the abstract concept of like money being inherently more sort of valuable than your sort of safety and health as a human being, which is fucking insane. Like the idea that sort of an entirely abstract form of currency is worth more than a human life. So we've got like empty houses and people who need houses, and we're like, yeah, what can you do? Like, there's people, like, we've got very preventable diseases, and we have a medicine for those very preventable diseases, but you can't afford the medicine, so you can't have it. It's like, just stop being so greedy with stuff, you know?
On the wider scale, you're not very, you kind of slip under the radar a bit, especially with education and the way the government kind of handles education, uni fees and stuff like that.
I feel like we're overlooked as a young generation. Kind of, we don't have the voice that we should be getting. It's like, if you think about it, the future is ours and not the older generations. Like, we're the ones that are going to suffer the consequences of all their decisions.
Don't want to pin the blame on all the older people with like Brexit and everything, but it's like the whole thing where they kind of decided our future. And obviously, like, in general, don't have anything against them, but, you know, it would have kind of been nice if we could have had a say.
If you think about it, politics is not even a mandatory subject in school, and we should be learning about this. We don't know enough about politics or kind of how to live our lives after school.
From what I hear, there's a pretty shitty situation kind of like laid out for our generation ahead of us, with obviously like leaving the EU, and I don't feel like, from what I hear, that the current government has got a safety net for our generation for where we're headed.
We're, as a generation, a lot more accepting of things. I think, you know, accepting and understanding different cultures and different people is a lot easier for us.
I even look at my parents' generation and still see that the way that they were brought up is so much different to the way that we were brought up.
It always sounds much nicer when the parents explain it to you. They always make it sound much... It was probably exactly the same. Everyone probably still had the same struggles and was worried about their future. It's just sort of tinted, what's it called, rose-tinted glasses. Everyone looks back on the past.
My mum will tell me like stories and stuff from when she was younger, and I always feel like it sounds so interesting because like it didn't revolve around like social media. Not to be one of those that's like, oh, put your phone down, because like I can't really say that when I go in it all the time myself, but like people just seem to like get out more and like have to interact with each other more personally. It didn't have all of that. It is a good way to like keep in contact with people and everything, but I feel like sometimes it kind of like takes over in this kind of like generation.
In terms of how we can make our generation better as a whole, I think educating people about certain topics is definitely the way to go forward. I think we're doing a good job of that, but we could probably do much better.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what they can do. I feel like it's kind of up to us to figure it out at this stage. Come through with our own solutions.
I think there's something deep in society that's above politics, above kind of everything. Something needs to change for people to be valued, because I think there's so many people and there needs to be more of a value put on life in some places.